Namaste. Namaste. Welcome. My name is Dinsmore-Tuli, and this is the river Pera in the Gravita Healing Retreat in Portugal, and I'm sharing with you some of the practices that really support a reconnection with source power. So in a place like this, we're fortunate enough to be here. What happens is that we really reconnect with the source power that nourishes us, with the light, which I can kind of catch in my hands, with the water, with the earth that grows all of these beautiful plants. And it's a really easy way to feel really revitalized and energized. But if we're not in this environment, in nature, then we can have yoga practices that really nourish the way that we are, and actually nourish how it is that the energy of life moves through us, so how prana moves through us. And this is a little taster of how I work with source power, which you can translate into Sanskrit as Yoni Shakti, so that's the source energy. And this sequence starts from the fingertips, and it moves through the hands, and it moves up the arms and into the heart space. It's an extract from a much longer sequence called the Complete Series for the Liberation of Energy. And yeah, so this is the sequence that works with the upper body. There's another sequence that works with the lower body. But often when I'm sharing these practices, these source power practices, I use a really beautiful Ujjayi breath. It's a very simple breath through the nostrils, but you feel it as if it's really in your throat. So the way to do this really initially, I'm going to sit back a little bit and not fall in the river. I've just been for a swim in the river, so I feel reconnected to the source power. But actually, I'm also really trying to feel really earthed and grounded here. So my knees are here, but I'm sat on the stone, you know? The good earth. So I'm sat here, but wherever you are, I'd love for you to feel that you can reconnect with this source power that nourishes us, that flows through us. And the way that it does it really is on our breath and our movement. There are gestures, and there is also a sense that with breath and movement synchronized, we really optimize the way that prana moves through us. And in addition to that, breath, movement, there's a drishti, a gaze. So we can be gazing at the movements that we're making, at the ways that things are moving in synchronicity with breath and with movement. But we also could, you can shut your eyes and allow it to be like a properly interior gaze. Okay, so I'm going to come close to you here and allow for you to get this breath. The Ujjayi breath is like a little bit of a roar, like a kind of yeah. So you feel it in your throat, like that. But you can't carry on breathing like that, because if you did, then what would happen is you'd hurt your throat. So we're not going to breathe like that. We're going to allow the lips to close. So actually what you're breathing through is your nostrils, but you still feel that same kind of power. The power that went out is now inside, and you're going to send it into your hands. So you keep a soft Ujjayi, a little bit like you're about to be sort of snoring. It's the breath that you do every night when you go to sleep. So it's very sweet and soft. It doesn't have to be fierce. You're just taking that wild power and you're directing it around in your body so that you can feel how it moves. So to start with, you simply open up your hands. They don't have to be held out high like this. I'm going to let my hands release down a little lower and connect so that you've got a big opening inhale. And then with the exhale, you see you put your thumbs across, you turn your fingers around and you squeeze tight. So it's an inhale with Ujjayi breath in your throat, and an exhale. Not only are you watching with your gaze, which could be interior or exterior. I've got my eyes open because I'm talking to you here Inhaling, touching a light, and exhaling. But you've also got the sense that with this, you're focusing on the sense of touch. You're focusing on the air moving across the arms. You're actually feeling into it and imagining. Yeah, that's the other capacity that we have when we're working with yoga. It's not just the body that's physical. It's not just the breath that's working with the energetic systems. It's neither just those things, nor is it those things plus the gaze. It's those three things, the breath, the movement, and the gaze, plus you've got your imaginative capacity. You put your heart into it. So when I'm breathing like this, I'm going to today imagine that there is this beautiful flow, like this beautiful river, like this waterfall, pouring through. Yeah, so the breath moves, exhaling and inhaling super slow, so that you really feel the energy moving. And then when the hands are open, like this, yeah, you can allow yourself to kind of catch the light and the air. Yeah, and you're feeling that touch, but your breath is moving like water. And that's how you get reconnected to the source power. You use all of those things. The breath, the movement, the gaze, the imaginative capacity. All of these things synchronize. So every little piece of your human capacity to kind of really engage is welcoming the prana in. It ain't just a physical movement. So from here we're going to do 2 or 3 more that move it up into the shoulders. So from here you're making little circles. Notice which nostril is breathing more freely. Go in that direction. So my left nostril is more open. I'm going to take these circles around, you see? It's pretty weird because my hands look so big because they're so close to you. But you're moving in that way. Nothing much else is moving. I've made little fists and I'm slowly like turning 2 clocks. 2 clocks that tell the same time. Yeah? So I haven't got one on like Paris time and one on Tokyo time, like they're all on the same time. Here I'm on Gravito time in the retreat, turning them around. And you're going to come back, inhaling up, exhaling down, and making little small circles like that. Inhaling up, exhaling down, little small circles. And then maybe the circles get bigger, but your breath is synchronizing this. So you feel your energy is here, like the river that I asked you to imagine. The river is pouring in and around all of the little bones in your wrists. Okay? All of the little bones in your wrists. So they're really flowing up. Then you allow the hands to just open up. You're going to do some sideways movements. So it's like your thumbs, they tuck up towards the heart, and then this way. Keeping it fairly flat, like this, in and out. It looks like my hands are gigantic, but it helps you to see what's going on. Can you see? They're going in and out. Exhaling in, inhaling out, and then you make a lovely little lateral movement there, as if the river were flowing, you know, like that, like little fishes are there, up and down through the arms. And then when those movements are done, you're going to draw it back like this. This is the inhale. And then pushing the heels of the hands forward, exhaling like you're pushing through the water. When you swim against the current in that river behind me, yeah, what happens is you really have to push. So this is the inhale, drawing them out. And this is the exhale. You're connecting with the source of your energy as you push. I'm actually feeling this way behind my back, beneath my shoulder blades, pushing away. Beautiful, like that. Inhaling back, keeping a little bit of spaces there between the fingers. You feel in the webbing quite hot, and exhaling forward. That's beautiful. So it's really, it's not wafty, you know. It's actually really quite fierce and strong, because you're working with the force that's there, the force of the energy. So you're really as if you are pushing against the current, and you feel it flow up through your arms like that, pushing against the current. Yeah. Inhaling and exhaling. So by this time it's as if you can really feel when you move that the flow of this kind of river energy is moving through you. Inhaling back and exhaling forward. You can do up to 10, 15 of these, but really for me the counting is not so helpful. I'm going until I start to feel that the effects of the movement and bringing some really beautiful energy into the arms, yeah? And then what you do is just open them out this way, fingertips onto the shoulders, exhaling, reaching right out, inhaling, exhaling, tucking right down, inhaling, reaching out. You can take the arms out to the side, inhaling, big, beautiful stretch, and at the ends you can see my hands are kind of like reaching out this way, exhaling, so big that it reaches out on the side. Oh, the image. Yeah, so you can put in some more of these. It's as if the river flow is going all the way out to your fingertips and back in. And then last of all, what you're doing here with your elbows is to make circles. So you drop the elbows right down, yeah? Here we're going to settle in, lifting them once more. You're going to do an internal rotation on an exhale. So feel what's happening here is as you inhale, you're opening up an external rotation here in the shoulder, letting the river energy that you're imagining on your breath flow through. Exhaling, turning all the way in like this. So you're feeling this movement. It's an external rotation and you breathe in. This movement, internal rotation on the shoulders as you exhale. And as you move in this way, yeah, you feel that river energy kind of spiraling around, in, spiraling out. And you come to your fingertips on the shoulders and you make beautiful big circles. It's as if you're bringing that right the way through your heart. They move back, as if I'm going to go back into the river, all the way up. Exhaling down, exhaling like this. Close together as you can, big circles. Half of the circle is an inhale. Half of the circle is an exhale. Half of the circle is an inhale. And half is an exhale. And then you can change direction. So you bring it all the way up as you inhale, all the way down, all the way up as you inhale, all the way down, big circles, as if now, sometimes when I swim in this river, there's these little circly bits that go around and around, you know, little eddies going around, and you're allowing that to be like that with your shoulders, and then you can release down and free form. You allow it to be free form, so that as you sit now, you can move into a really simple dedication, your heart space, to your teacher, to your inner teacher. With great respect and love, I honour my heart, my inner teacher. With great respect and love, I honour my heart, my inner teacher. Satguru Maharaj Ki Jai. True teacher is the light which shines inside the heart. It's a little taster for you. It's part of a whole sequence in the liberation of energy. I think you'd really enjoy to do the whole thing. I've written about it in Yoni Shakti and I'm teaching about it in the Source Power workshops. And yeah, I hope it's helpful for you and valuable, and that you too, wherever you are, wherever you be, you can reconnect with this kind of source energy. Namaste. Thank you. Bye.